Welcome, my dear learners, to today's episode on this very channel. In today's lesson, we shall be looking at our third example on preset problem. So we have the question on the board. Let's go through it. A class of 43 students was asked to choose between offering Arabic or English or French or all the three languages. 28 of them chose Arabic, 30 chose English, 25 chose French, 11 chose Arabic and English only, 9 chose Arabic and French only, and 10 chose English and then French only. If each student chose at least one of the languages, we have to illustrate the information on the Venn diagram. And then how many students chose exactly 3 languages, exactly 2 languages, at least 2 languages, and then at most 2 languages. So this is our question. Let's solve it. So as I've been saying, anytime you come across questions of this nature, the most important thing is to write the information down, the vital information from the question. You write them down. So that is what I have done here. So we have the number of students in class, the number of students who offered Arabic, the number of students who offered English, and then the number of students who offered French. And then we also said that the number of students who offered Arabic and English only, we are having how many students? 11 students. And then we are also saying that 9 students offered Arabic and then French only. And then 10 students also offered English and then French only. Now we are also to find the number of students who chose exactly 3 languages. So we have our N, A intersection E intersection F. We don't know. So let's use X to represent the number of students who chose all the 3 languages. So once we are done with this information, the next thing is to illustrate it on the Venn diagram. So let's do that. So this circle represent the number of students who chose Arabic. This circle represent the number of students who chose English. And then this circle represent the number of students who chose French. Now once you are done with your 3 intersecting circles, the first region that you have to represent is the intersection. So we are saying that we have to use X to represent the number of students who offered all the 3 languages. So that's going to be there. So the next region that we are going to represent is this region, and then this region. And we are saying that the number of students who offered Arabic and English only, there are how many students? 11 students. So we have Arabic and English only. So the region for Arabic and English only, we are talking about this region. So we are going to write the whole of this 11 there. Please, we are not going to subtract X from 11 because we are saying that the number of students who chose Arabic and English only, there are how many students? 11. So because of this word only, we are going to write the whole of 11 at this particular region. We are also saying that the number of students who chose Arabic and French only, they have many students? 9 students. Arabic and French. So we have Arabic and French. We are referring to this region. So we are going to write the whole of this 9 there because of this word only. So this region is for Arabic and French only. Now the next region that we are going to look at is this particular region. And we are saying that the number of students who chose English and French only. So we have English and French only. We are talking about this region. So we are going to write the whole of 10 there without subtracting X from it because we are talking about what? Only. Now that we are done with the representation, the next region that we are going to look at is this region, and this region. Information on these regions were not given. So we can represent with any variable at all. So let's use A, B, and then what? C. So we are done representing this information on the Venn diagram. But remember, because of the phrase at least, because of that particular phrase, this region is going to be 0. So we are not going to have any representation for this particular region. Now the next question says that we have to find the number of students who chose exactly 3 languages, meaning we have to find the value of what? X. Now to be able to find the value of X, Then we need to find the expression for this particular region, and then this region. And then once we are done, we sum all the region and then equate it to the universal set or the number of students in the class. So let's do that. Let's find this region, and then this region. Now we are saying that the whole of this region is for the number of students who chose what? Arabic. Meaning that if we are to sum this region, and this region, it should be equal to the number of students who chose Arabic. So we are going to have 28 is equal to A plus 9 plus 11 plus X. Then let's continue with the algebra. This and that will give us what? 20, right? Plus what? X. So we are looking for the expression for A. So we are going to move the whole of this expression to the left hand side. 20. So we are going to have 8 minus X is equal to A. So it means that the expression for A, which is this region, is what? 8 minus what? X. Good. Now that we are done with this region, let's move on to the region represented with what? B. So we are saying that the whole of this circle is for what? The number of students who chose English. So if we are to sum this, and this region, it should be equal to the number of students who chose what? English. So we are going to have 30 is equal to 10 plus what? 11 plus X plus what? B. It should give you what? The number of students who chose English. So let's do the algebra. We have 30. This and that will give us 21 plus X plus B. So we are looking for B. So we are going to have B to be equal to 30 minus 21 minus what? X. And we have our B to be equal to what? 9 minus X. So the expression for B, we have what? 9 minus X. Now let's look for C. So we are saying that the whole of this circle is for what? French. So if we sum this, and this region, it should be equal to 25. So we are going to have 25 equal to 9 plus X plus what? 10 plus C is equal to 25. So we have 25. This and that will give us what? 19 plus X plus C. We are looking for expression for C. So we have our C to be 25 minus what? 19 minus X. So we have our C to be equal to 6 minus X. So the region with C, we have the expression 6 minus what? X. So we can clean the alphabet A, B, and then C. Now that we know all the regions in the Venn diagram, we can proceed to find the value for X by way of what? Summing all the regions and then equating it to the number of students in the class. So we are going to sum all the regions within the Venn diagram and then equate it to the number of students in the class. That is going to help us to find the value for X. So let's do that. So we are saying that the number of students in the class, which is 43, is equal to 8 minus X plus what? 6 minus X plus 9 minus X plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus X. So we can see that some of the X's can cancel. So you can see that this X will cancel this negative X. So we are going to have 43. Now when we sum all these numbers together, we are going to get 53. Minus X plus minus X will give us minus 2X. So we have 2x is equal to 53 minus what? 43. So we have our 2x is equal to 10. We are looking for n, so we divide both sides by 2 and that. So we have our x to be what? 5. So the number of students who chose exactly 3 languages, we are looking at how many students? 5 students. That is the number of students who choose all the 3 languages. Now let's move on to the next question. We have to find the number of students who chose exactly 2 languages. Exactly 2 languages. B, I. So this is BI. So we have exactly. So exactly 2 languages. Then we are talking about this region, and then this region. So the shaded region represents the number of students who choose exactly 2 languages, because this region represents Arabic and English only. This region represents Arabic and French only. And then this region represents English and then French only. So exactly 2 languages. Then we are looking at the summation of all these regions. So we are going to have 11 plus what? 9 plus what? 10. And that is going to give us what? 30. So the number of students who chose exactly 2 languages, we are looking at how many students? We are looking at what? 30 students. Now let's move on to I. And that is what? The number of students who chose at least 2 languages. So when we talk about at least 2 languages, then we are looking at 2 languages or more. 2 languages or more. That's going to give us at least 2 languages. So 2 languages or more, then we are talking about this region, this region, this region, and this region, because this region represents 2 languages, and then this region represents what? 3 languages. So 2 languages or more. That's what at least. So to find the number of students who chose at least 2 languages, we are going to add exactly the region representing exactly 2 languages, and then what? The intersection. So we are going to have x plus what? 11 plus 9 plus 10. And we know that our x is what? 5 students. So we have 5 plus 11 plus 9 plus what? 10. And that is going to give us what? 35 students. So the number of students who chose at least 2 languages, we are looking about how many students? 35 students. Now let's look at the last question. Now the last question is, Ivan, at most 2 languages. At most 2 languages means that we are going to look at 2 languages or less. So in that, we are going to look at this region, and this region, because this region represents exactly 1 language, and this region, this and this region represent what? Exactly 2 languages. So at most 2 languages, we are going to look at this, and that. The summation of all these regions that I've showed you is going to give us what? At most 2 languages. So we are going to have 8 minus x plus 9 minus x plus what? 6 minus x plus 9 plus 10 plus 11. That's going to give us what? At most 2 languages. We know that our x is 5, so we have 8 minus 5, 9 minus 5, 6 minus 5, 9 plus 10 plus 11. So we are going to have 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus, this will give us what? 30. So at most 2 languages, we are looking at 38 students. So the number of students who chose at most 2 languages, we are having how many students? 38 students. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.